I'm Holly Aitchison, Saracens and England fly-off. I grew up in Formby, which is like a small seaside town just outside Liverpool. My school teacher is Jill Burns, who is an ex-England captain.
They wouldn't mind a third, they would just say thank you very much. Burns, the try is given. And that may be the try that will seal the World Cup fate. That's Jill Burns.
My dad was DOR of Waterloo, so I spent a lot of time at Waterloo where Jill obviously played. So I knew Jill since I was probably 5 years old. She was always there throughout my whole childhood and growing up through rugby. So it was a bit strange when I then went to secondary school and she was then a teacher to me. Me and Sarah Beckett both went to Range where Miss Burns was our teacher and coach. So that was a really key driver, I think, for both of us when we were in school, just having someone that had already been there and done that, and it felt a lot more normal, I think, for us. She's massively inspiring with everything that she's achieved in the game, but I also consider her a friend rather than a school teacher, which is really nice. I played mini rugby, so since I was 5 with the boys at Waterloo. So when I was 5 till 12, I played 13 with a little bit of 10 with the boys as well, but majority of my time was played at 13. And then when I transitioned into girls rugby, I played more at 10. So when I went through to 15 to 18, and then into England under 20s, I was still a 10 then. Before transitioning to 7. So for anyone that knew me through the pathway, I was definitely a 10 growing up. Me and Mids had a conversation actually at the World Cup where Mids had said, listen, how would you feel about coming in to play a bit more of 10 instead of centre? And at the time I was a little bit nervous, if I'm honest. I was I've only just feel I've got settled at centre. 10's obviously a bit more at the forefront. You have to speak a lot more. And I didn't know if I was ready for that, if I was completely honest. I was excited, don't get me wrong, but I was definitely daunted by the opportunity originally. But I think as we kind of went through the training camps and I trained at 10 a lot through the World Cup, it became more apparent that, my skill set kind of lends itself more to there, and I really enjoyed it when I was playing in training. So yeah, I think it was a natural transition when we got back, but it was nice to have the exposure at the World Cup as well.
Coming into the Six Nations, obviously we lost Zoe and Rolly, unfortunately, to injury. So we're sort of looking who can fill the 10 berth. We're pretty lucky that we had Holly. We knew that she's a games player and had a really, really strong reading of defences. So we knew she had the skill set, we knew she had the talent, and she got an opportunity to do it, and she's been flying ever since.
I think the main differences are probably the responsibility that you have for other people at 10 and kind of bossing everyone around. So that's something that doesn't really come that natural to me, and something that I definitely worked really hard on when I was growing up, because I was a lot more shy and introverted than even I am now. So you have to step up a lot more and kind of be the lead. So yeah, that's been a bit of a major change.
When you're playing for England at fly half, it's the iconic fly half driver, manager, leader of the team. So she's had to sort of learn really quite fast how to drive a whole team, where the team wants to play. Are we playing too much, too little? Are we playing wide enough? Are we playing direct enough? You've got to kind of think fast on your feet and organise people and sort of set them off to where they're going to. So as much as organising, you've kind of got to have a big overview of where the game is going, what the game needs at that time. So it's quite a lot going on for a 10. Centres have a little bit less and a little bit more time to collect their thoughts and sort of know where they're going. So she's doing a great job of taking in information, giving information, and then making it happen.
With obviously Zoe and Hel being out, it's given me a lot of opportunity, and with that comes a lot of room to grow. So I think, I think it's gone okay. I think it's gone okay. I think the scorelines have been good. The different games that we play is always a new challenge for everyone, but especially with me kind of being at the helm of the attack at the moment, that's been, really big learning curve. But that's underpinned by earning the right to go there, so still continuing with our game plan. I struggle in big groups of people, so I'm quite reserved as a person, so I don't enjoy the task of speaking in front of everyone. So yeah, that was definitely the biggest challenge that I faced, not only, coming from 13 to play at 10, but also I'm a little bit younger, so I didn't want to kind of seem like I knew it all or pretend to know it all in speaking to the players that we've got in the room are obviously like world class in their own right. So that was a little bit daunting in itself, I think. As I step onto the pitch, it's almost as if I'm like a completely different person.
Holly's got these two personas. She's got off the pitch, she's lovely, charming, but fairly quiet. On the pitch, she's battle ready to go. She comes alive. You see a slightly more authoritative Holly. She's pushing people, telling people where to go, putting ideas that the team then buy into her. So she's showing genuine leadership. She's bringing the best out of the team at the moment.
My favourite memory of this Six Nations would probably be in the Wales game, Abby Dow's try. So me and Abby are new roommates this tour, and I threw the pass to, obviously she did the rest. But it was really nice to have like a moment where we both kind of contributed and like made a try. Obviously she had a bigger pot than I did, but it was a really nice like moment when I was just literally watching her run in from like 50 metres out and being like, oh, like that's really cool, because we've become really close in this campaign. So yeah, that was probably one of my favourite moments, meeting her over the try line and just giving her an awkward hug.
We've got a riveting game of Mario Kart going on, and not that I'm biased, but Holly is the best. How did that feel, Hol? How'd the win feel?
Shut up. Sorry, Abby. Shut up.
Abby's not in a good way.
Yeah, sad.
If anyone wants to know, I came third.
No one wanted to know how. Well done, Hol. Proud of you.
Okay, this is recorded now.
I've done it again. Tag team. How you doing over there, Abby?
Last session before we fly over to Ireland, but let's make sure that we use it to its maximum potential. Let's make sure we're clinical when we're working hard, and let's just really go and attack it.
Said all week, haven't we? It's about us. The focus is on us. We will only judge ourselves by our performance today. It won't matter what anybody else says about us and how anybody else judges us. We are we sit and review and judge ourselves. Okay? So let's be really, really tough on ourselves about how we go about our performance today. Let's be massively respectful, but let's be hugely ruthless. Right? We want to be in this team. You've got to be ruthless with your mindset. So let's go out and be all them things today, yeah?
Rose on red! Red! Roses!
Tuima, out it goes again, chance to the outside, and Sarah Beckett, who took the very first carry of the game, finishes the first try. It's taken less than 2 minutes. Ball again for England. Aitchison, lovely pass on the outside channel. Tatiana Hurd into the corner. Tatiana Hurd. Aitchison on a queuing up. Marty Packard must go on the outside. All the way in for Kildun. The full back for England gets the third. That was a thing of beauty. Short pop pass this time, and over the line they go. England in once again. It's Packer. It's the captain. It's her 6th try in the championship, and it's all too easy. So the half-time whistle sounds then. 5 tries for England. Half-time score at Musgrave Park. Ireland 0, England 27.
Backs over here.
Rose on red. Red! Roses!
Larson. Half a metre in it. Aitchison, short pass, now they get there. Amber Reid. Chance to almost unopposed here. Talling gets the pass away. Good support from Byrne. England looking to finish with a score here. And Morena, lovely hands for number 8, and Alex Matthews, the easiest of touchdowns
for the England number 8. The last scrum of the game goes to England. Fresh legs in the front row have been completely dominant. This could be penalty try territory if Ireland bring it down. Advantage already. Shirley Matthews picks off the ground. The power to get there, yes. She's down. It is a try. England with the final nail in the coffin. Final whistle sounds and England not quite as comfortable as many thought, but still too shy of 50 points. So England march on towards another Six Nations Championship. Final showdown against France to come.
What I was really proud of and pleased was just the urgency we were showing to get back and keep going with the game. Because when the games get like that a little bit, it's easy to drop your head and lose your enthusiasm for the game. But we never lost our enthusiasm for the game. We kept trying to put it right. Okay, we kept going. In the end, we did. I know people are disappointed because we set our standards so high. That's another outstanding Six Nations win for us, yeah? And that's what we're about. We're about winning, yeah? Come on, girls.